Hello everyone, my name is Keirdan Audio Dread Jenson, owner of Studio Dread LLC and creator of Beasts of Burden, a game that after much feedback and much unexpected silence is finally getting the update that it deserves, and by update, of course, I mean complete rework from the ground up after killing it with fire. Now, the first thing you might notice is that these shadows do not look absolutely terrible. Now, if you have not worked with Unity 2D shadows before, then this may not seem very impressive to you, but if you had, then you know just how insane it is to have them not go on forever and be the same color the whole way through. Now, for those of you who don't know how Unity 2D shadows work, in order to get this effect, I had to literally go into Unity source code and modify the way that shadows are programmed in order to achieve this effect. Unity shadows by default, at least the 2D ones, can only function the way that they do in the original version of the game, where they scroll forever and show the fact that the light is very close without any height or gradient effect. So to achieve this was a very big accomplishment, and I got a lot of help from resources that I will put in the description below. As you can see, the shadow is a little bit janky when it's interacting with the player still, and it's still a little wide at the end, which makes it look like the light is very close to the table instead of above it. Those are both things that I do plan on doing some more research and finding some ways to remedy. Going to do a lot of work on the shadows to make them look better. That is one of the biggest things that I am changing in this new version of the game. If you would like a tutorial on how I made the shadows this way, please let me know. I'd be happy to make one once I have them done. Additionally, as you can see, instead of just hitting an invisible wall when you go to the end of the map, you scroll back to the beginning, or in other words, you teleport to one end so that you're just looping endlessly. This is actually, fun fact, the way that I wanted the original game to work, but I was too bad at programming to make it happen, and so I just did the invisible wall trick, which at the time I thought would kind of make it look like you had gone as far as you went and then come back and you hadn't actually traveled, kind of like the endless staircase in Super Mario 64, but I didn't achieve that at all, and it just looked like you were hitting an invisible wall. It was really terrible, so I'm really happy to have the knowledge that I do. This is not a complicated thing. It's a very simple script. I was just really bad at programming. I was a complete beginner. Now I've had a lot more experience, I've made some other games, and so I'm able to make the version of the White Room that I really wanted, where you're actually scrolling endlessly, which gives it more of a purgatory feel. This idea that even if you leave, you'll just end up right back where you started. I think it fits the vibe of the game a lot better, and I'm really happy to be able to add that in. Again, this is a really small change, but it just makes me happy to be able to make the game a bit more like I originally wanted it to be. These are the only changes that I have for now. However, if you would like to support this game, if you subscribe to my Patreon at any tier, you will be able to have access to this build. I know there's not much here now, but there will also be access to all future development builds. Again, if you subscribe to my Patreon at any tier, it would really help me out, and it would make it a lot easier for me to work on this game a lot more quickly, but I do plan on working on it a lot more going forward. So expect more devlogs in the near future. Next up is finishing up these shadows to make them look as good as they really can, and then get started on the first map in the actual gameplay world. Past that point, it should go quite a bit quicker. These shadows have been a major pain to improve, but everything else is really just a matter of coding the same game again, adding a couple extra features, and just not doing it so badly that everything is broken and feels just terrible to play. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little devlog update. Make sure to subscribe if you would like to see more, and until then, I have been Keirdan Audio Dread Jenson, and I will see you in the next one.